Oh god, no. Yeah, it does not record. It does not record the cutscenes, so I'm gonna have to do that myself in post. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Yep, Kolto tanks, heal wounds, so if you ever get hurt, just come back here. I've literally never done that. All the years I've played this game, I've never come back here. Hey, a morgue, that's what we love to see. It's locked. Hey, broken door. Yeah, let's do our Jedi Kung Fu. The fact that they give you a unique, I think that's what combat bearing is, but that's what they give you a unique player character martial art combat style in this game. If you ever go blimmin' words escaping me, unarmed, that's the word. You ever go unarmed, you have sick ass Jedi combat, Jedi Kung Fu up in here. Everything's locked. Oh yeah, there's a lot of these. There's a lot of these on Paragus. I don't remember what are the important ones, so we're gonna have to just wing it.
Looks like it goes by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Only one survivor, placed in the Kolto tank for recovery. Carbon scoring on the vessel suggests it was in a battle, but no indication of who fired on it. I couldn't get much from the Nava computer. I'm surprised the ship was able to make it inside the Paragus asteroid field without the asteroid drift charts. Aside from the lone survivor, we recovered an old woman. No life signs. There was also a protocol droid and a utility droid on board. Sent both down to maintenance while security sorts through the other items on the ship. It looks like the utility droid, a T3 unit, was able to get the ship working enough to get to the colony. We're prepared to...
There was a lack of a second utility droid there. Yeah. What about 3C? What happened to 3C?
We won't know for sure until we get the transmission back from the Republic. If the survivor is a Jedi, that would account for the recovery rate. But I'm more concerned that a Jedi here may cause trouble. Some of the miners, especially Corta, are already... Another accident today. A detonation in the ventilation tunnels. If the lockdown measures hadn't activated, the whole facility would have been destroyed. Got most of the injured to the Kolto tanks in time, but the rest had to go to the morgue. One of the wounded said a droid caused the accident, but we couldn't get any specifics.
Things aren't always they appear, it seems. Bad times are happening for people.
A number of the droids have been acting oddly, and not even memory wipes seem to be fixing the problem. There was a detonation in another one of the fuel vents the droids were working in. We deactivated several of them, and moved them down to maintenance, but we're still treating the plasma burns. That cuts us down to almost half shifts, and with the droids malfunctioning, we may not make the Telos shipment for this month. Fortunately, the detonation didn't cause a lockdown.
Warning, there has been a fuel detonation in the mining tunnels. Emergency lockdown commencing. All personnel report to quarters and prepare for emergency venting countermeasures.
No! If the ventilation systems are malfunctioning, evacuate the medical bay. Everyone evacuate.
That's actually important for later on. Oh god, how?
Still examining the survivors of the damaged freighter. Looks like it goes by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Only one survivor, placed in the Kolto tank for recovery. The carbon scoring on the vessel suggests it was in a battle, but no indication of who fired on it. Couldn't get much from the nav. Aside, it looks like...
Okay, no, yeah, I read that. Well, I listened to that. Yeah, they all deceased apart from me. Patient treatment. All subjects treated to a severe plasma burns. Last treatment requested in death of all subjects apart from subject 3. Who reduced the minimal lifespans. That's a bad time right there. A lethal dose of sedatives was administered to all tanks, including number 3. There's no record of who ordered it. Do we have any spikes? We do not, so we can't even trace. And all we can do is unlock the morgue and unlock the storage. So unlock you. I don't know why my brain sort of froze there for a second. Because, you know, what we want to do is unlock the morgue. So everyone wants. So what you guys got for me? A med pack, I'll take it. There's a lot of holotapes. There's a lot of holotapes in Paragus. Hey, it's the old woman. Oh yeah, you dead. You dead, girl. You dead as hell. Look at you. You're so dead you don't even know. Oh yeah, plasma torch. Say what? Say what?
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead.
Say what? No one saw that coming.
Yes, I had hoped as much. I slept here too long and could not awaken. It may be I reached out unconsciously, and your mind must have been a willing one. Or perhaps you have been trained for such things.
Trained? Nah. Nah, look, yo, just because my character creation said Jedi, just because I have force points doesn't mean nothing. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that, girl. That's crazy. Get out of there. That's crazy. Yeah.
I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened?
I want to point out, Kreia is probably one of the best characters in probably Star Wars fiction. Like, just getting out of the way now. One of the best written characters, like not as good as Jolie, because Jolie is amazing. Mainly for the lols, but one of the best written characters most of the time. She has her moments, so I'm just getting out of the way now. One of the best characters.
Your ship was attacked. You were the only survivor. A result of your Jedi training, no doubt.
Also, I feel like it bears saying now. Just like my KOTOR 1 playthrough, I'm not going to read every line of dialogue. I'm not even going to read the one I pick. If you want to know what I pick, use your eyes, or just assume from what the characters respond with. I can't be bothered to read, honestly. You see what happens when I read. My eyes and my brain don't work at the same speed, so I trip over shit all the time. I'm not gonna do that.
Your stance, your walk tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down.
Yeah, probably my light. Oh wait, no. Ain't got that. I'm in my underwear. Ain't got that.
So it would seem. Keep your past and let us focus on the now. I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek. The ship we arrived in must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave. We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed.
You right.
You may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions.
I can't remember if she says that. If you're a female. Because there's different dialogue from different party members according to your gender, obviously. I don't remember if she says that or something slightly different if you're female. Again, I've only played through this game once as a female and like 6-7 times as a guy. Nowhere near as many times as KOTOR 1. But enough to muscle memory my way through this game.
I do not know. Why did they spare you?
Oh, they didn't. They tried to kill me too.
Indeed, a Jedi trance could protect one from such poisons. In fact, the sedatives may have been intended to keep you unconscious for some time. It would prove lethal to those untrained in such techniques, however. Most curious.
Why would they do that? Yeah, Gil, you know a lot about Jedi techniques. What's up with that?
And so do you. Perhaps we could discuss it at length later on. Now we have other concerns, among them finding our new enemy. I leave you to the explorations of this place. Here I will remain and attempt to center myself.
I got an achievement for that. There's Steam achievements in this game. That's strange. Also, yep, light side. Light side, because I feel like, not just because, you know, goody two shoes fun time, but I'm almost certain light side is more beneficial in this game. I could be wrong. a good chance I am wrong.
Overridden.
Oh yeah, barrel braid. Now what we're gonna do? Put you there and config 2. Yeah. So we can just switch. Switch on the fly. That's good if you're doing if you have guns and melee. I probably will not because melee for life.
Emergency lockdown.
Can I go that way?
Turbolifts have been
Yeah, it cannot be up by a plasma torch. Okay. Hey, what's up? Sadly, if you open up with one of those, you don't jump to them. If you open up with any type of feat, you don't jump. It's just regular attacks. It's like, wow. Why you gotta be like that, game? Why you like this? Miner laser, if I was a nerd. I ain't no gun wielding nerd. I'm an attack man. Look at that. Look at that. Nothing to, no, nothing to loot. Okay. Ah, emergency hatch.
This is the exit, but it is sealed. Strange. In my visions, it was open.
We gonna talk about how you're in my head and how you have visions? You gonna talk about that, girl? No? Okay. I'll take that. Can't use it, but I'll take it. Look at the dude's face burnt off. Jeebus. No, no, no. Oh no, it's gonna switch, but okay, that works. I think there's also an item in there that you can use, but I remember. I remember a lot of stuff.
Is this thing on? Alright, all hands, especially you, Corda. Listen up, because I'm not gonna say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is gonna take a long walk out the airlock. Why? Because in case you forgot, Paragian fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Paragus 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch any of you with anything other than sonic charges or mining lasers, I'll burn you and your contract. Security out.
Ah, yeah. Who's trying to smuggle guns into this place? Why would you want to do that? I can't imagine.
And according to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges went off prematurely. And like before, it was one set by a mining droid. The three idiots were grouped so close to the charge it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast turned their bones to dust. The blast wrecked the internal components of the droid that set the charge, though, so we can't even dissect it to see what happened. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just Corda and his miners, or the fights, but now the droids are acting crazy. If we don't find what's causing this, or who, this facility's gonna be space dust by the time the next Telos freighter arrives.
How'd they even know I'm a Jedi just by looking at me? I'm like, oh yeah, this guy's naked. This guy's naked and bald. Probably a Jedi.
So, you're in maintenance. Then maybe you can tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing binary decay, but I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I could just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir, these droids aren't combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Are you blind? What about the miners in Midbay? It's sabotage, and it started right after the commander said we weren't going to sell the Jedi to the exchange. So I want you to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. That'll tell me who's trying to clear a path to get that Jedi off the facility and stop him. In the meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm gonna need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiot.
That's an important one for later. Anything that has that guy with the glasses in it is important for later.
I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt Corda or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped.
Okay, to get through that door we have to shut down and or kill every droid on the floor. Okay.
I secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room. If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt, and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the droids, they shouldn't detect me. If any more droids start malfunctioning, the belt should buy me enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console. I'd rather shut them down than destroy them. I want to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. Maybe even turn them against whoever's sabotaging them.
And that's useful information to have as well. And I think that's that's the item I broke. There's me. There's droids. There's that. Oh, hello. We got a live one. Yep. And that's everything. Okay. Yeah, I think that was the item I broke.
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives. Can you not sense them? Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions. Ah, you can feel them. The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards.
Ah, yeah. Precognition. Whenever that's triggered, you should save your game. Yeah, okay. The big save. There we go. And let's see how dangerous this fight. Oh.
Ah, you hear it. It is fate, but it is there.
That droid's just gonna sit in the back and just wait for me to finish talking to myself.
It is the Force, you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget. Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you. Come. I shall guide you down the familiar paths. You will need it if we are to survive and escape this place.
Oh yeah, leveled up. Oh, look at that intense boss fight that I had to save for. That intense boss battle. Okay, level up. Skills. Sort it. Feats. Force sensitive and unarmed specialist. Is that this? Yeah. That's good if you're hand to hand, but never ever do that. Force sensitive. Personal flaws, relocations, however. Yep. Basically gives you force points. I have force points now. I can go straight for that, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna take that. I could actually. What's recommended? Toughness. This early? I'm a tank, why not? Powers that I'll probably never use because again I'm a guardian. Oh, stun droid. Stun droid is a must because we're going to be fighting droids for a long time. Okay. God. Switch. Just switch. There we go. Open shit up instantly. And that's a self-generator. Okay. And we go. Wasn't that a mad boss battle that we had to save for? Yeah, buddy. You guys are a dunk. God, how dare you? I don't have the force points to spare. How dare you? Fine. Why am I not jumping? Do I need the lightsaber to do it? I thought, okay. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and just shut everything down. There we go. Probably get less XP than if I just went around and killed everything, but that's long, let's be honest. Also, it's not like you're hurting for XP. And also, unlike the first game, there's no level cap. So you can just keep going. You can just keep going and going and going. Thank you. Now, where that doll? Where that doll? Here we go.
Beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read. But you have nothing to fear from this one, and he might yet prove useful.
If you're a female, this next part will be hilarious.
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniform while I've been in here? Security claimed I violated some trumped-up regulation or another. Take it up with them if you want. But they stopped listening to me shortly before they stopped feeding me. Now that's criminal. Atten Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The field only causes mild electrical burns. Oh, you mean you didn't come here on purpose? I'm shocked. I really am. This slice of paradise is the Paragus mining facility, the only supplier of shipping-grade engine fuel to this corner of the galaxy. Paragus fuel plays havoc with engines, but it gets the job done. As long as you don't mind the toxic byproducts and trying to mine it without blowing yourself up.
Of course not. No. That's nothing. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, this asteroid belt is one giant minefield. One proton torpedo, even a stray blaster shot, can start an explosion that'll make the one that shattered Paragus 2 look like a kid's pop detonator. You know the planet with the exposed core you saw flying in? That hole was caused by the first mining station that tried to siphon fuel off the planet. Blew a whole chunk out of the planet and set it drifting out here in a big clump of fuel-cooled asteroids. So the miners drill the asteroids now, not the planet's surface. That's why they don't allow blasters here. Can't trust a miner jumped up on Juma Juice not to fire one stray shot that'll turn the entire colony into a thermal detonator.
I mean, that's smart, though.
You mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting. Then there was some big explosion, and then I was sitting here for a long time, waiting for some half-naked miner to show up and ask a bunch of questions.
You see, if I was female, you'd be loving this.
Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty's pretty high. The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows. Yeah, Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been?
Sleeping.
Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course.
You see, now here you can pick what happened in the first game. This is dark side ending, went to Korriban, unite the Sith, or light side ending, save the Jedi and the Republic. And we're doing light side.
I guess. There's rumors all over space about it. All I heard was Revan returned to pay Malak back for trying to kill her in the first place. You know, women.
Women? Women? Revan wasn't a woman. A mere woman couldn't... No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I just hoped Revan was a woman.
Why? Why is that not an option? Like, just... Why? Why would you hope that? Why would you hope that a galactic tyrant was female? Mate, what's up with you? What's up with you, mate?
Look, no offense or anything, but your weird half-naked interrogation isn't my idea. Hey, wait a minute. You're that Jedi the miners were talking about. Where is everybody?
Oh, they probably did. They probably did.
The miners can't all be gone. But if they are... Look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of trouble countless times. This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down this cell security field and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship and then we fly out of here.
Oh, easy as that? Alright then.
Huh? What are you talking about? So you done interrogating me, or are we gonna work together and try to get out of this mess?
Nah.
Great. Now to business. Let's get to the command console.
Why am I looking the wrong way? What was up with that?
Alright, here we are. Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust. The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships, usually freighters. Thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here, and suddenly you've got access to the communication system from the inside. Pure Pazak. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown, and hey!
I want to point out, it's been years. That still makes no sense to me. You, from your own communications, bounce your communications off to the outside and back to you, which gives you communications. That's never made sense to me.
This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system, it's been cut clean. No, someone tried to lock down this whole level tight, and leave us here, trapped. I doubt it. All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us. We could try, but if the miners were trying to trap you up here and probably kill you, why not call them and chat? I don't think a friendly call is going to wake them up.
You don't know that.
Be my guest. Not much else we can do. The comm's all yours.
Light side. Light side points are very easy in this game. Just don't be an arse. Like, you don't even have to be good. Just don't be an arse. You get light side.
the freighter in. It was lucky it wasn't destroyed when it drifted into the asteroid field. Not much on board. One damaged droid, one annoying protocol droid.
Look at his eyes!
Sent the survivor to medical and the others to the morgue. Didn't recognize the ship's ID code, so we transmitted it to the Republic for some answers. Questioned the protocol droid about what happened. Says his master, survivor I guess, was on the Republic ship the Harbinger when it suffered an engine failure. He says the survivor was a passenger on the vessel and a Jedi. If so, that's gonna mean true. Inventoried the bodies and cargo. Everything matches the protocol droid's story. The T3 droid had seized up, so we left it in storage in standby mode. Don't know what code will access it. It could be it's voice activated for all we know. We put the protocol droid to work in maintenance, sorting the mining droid comm routines and updating the recognition sensors. And to shut him up. When the survivor recovers, hopefully we can get him off this station before there's trouble between the work shifts. Word of the Jedi leaked out and the miners aren't sure what to do with him. Quarter's mining crew wanted us to collect the credits for the bounty the Exchange has on Jedi, but I put a stop to that. We're contacting Telos to get the Republic records on the Jedi, but nobody will know word from the Republic. But I've sent out a broadcom transmission for records on this Ebon Hawk. One of the miners said it used to be a smuggling vessel. Accidents are making the miners restless. The droid behavior course must be undergoing some kind of binary decay. 2 miners were drilled by a droid's mining laser, and those blasts in the ventilation tunnels nearly caused the whole facility to blow.
Oh, that's a bad time. That's a bad time, ain't it? No response from dormitories. Ah, what's this? Low pitch whistles and beeps. Utility droid on the other end. Ah, it's our buddy! What type of sound is that? Ah, yeah! Robot buddy time!